Hey everyone, welcome to Road to the International 3. We're going to talk about the West qualifier today, and I have Mad from DD.Dota with me today. Hey, happy birthday!
Hey, thanks a lot.
How are you? How old are you today?
I'm 21 today.
21 today. Ah.
Yes.
Have you celebrated yet?
No, not yet. We're just practicing at the moment. I'm gonna celebrate early next week, I guess.
You're not even going to celebrate a little bit today?
Yeah, sure. We're gonna celebrate a bit tonight, but the big celebration is set on Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe. So,
Oh.
like tonight is the just the beginning, I guess. I hope.
First of all, I want to ask you more just general questions about you so we can get to know you and your team. Um,
Yes.
One of the questions from Reddit was, what's the deal with your name?
What's
Are,
the deal with my
are
name?
you a mad person? Like, are you
I'm not a mad
angry?
person at all.
Okay.
No, I'm not a mad person. Actually, I don't even know. I don't even remember how I chose this nickname. I guess it was just like I don't know some troll nickname, and then like there is one nickname you start using seriously because you have to pick one anyway. So and then it became that one. Not actually a mad person. I don't think the person who met me from tournaments or something think I'm mad or whatever. Pretty chilled actually. I can get mad like everyone does.
Describe you and your teammates as Dota heroes and why you're that Dota hero.
Okay, so uh, let. Oh, actually, I have to pick one for myself, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty hard to do. I'm gonna start with Funzi. Funzi is gonna be the Bane. I don't even know the right name of the hero. The Bane Elemental, I think it's called,
Yes.
because he can sleep, and Funzi really likes to sleep, so that would be the perfect hero for him. Um, Go Black would be the I don't know some let's say some weaver or something that always dives and always go and just want to chase everyone down on the map. That would be Go Black for sure. Um, Silent would be the yeah, I think Silent would be the Wisp because
Mm.
we unfortunately can't understand what he says.
Oh
So,
no.
no, no, actually we can. He can speak English, but
Okay.
sometimes we can. So sometimes he's a Wisp for us. Actually, Sochka's hero. Oh no, oh, yeah, Sochka would be the Juggernaut. Actually, yeah, for sure, because he's awesome with the hero and he has long history with it.
Okay.
And I don't really know what hero I would be. I don't know the remaining one. I guess one of the 80 remaining ones. Any.
Any of them. That's a
I really
lot.
have no idea. That's a lot. Pretty hard. I don't know. Let's say Enigma because that's my favorite hero.
It's your favorite hero. Okay. Do you bring
Okay.
people together like Enigma?
Oh, nice one. I
Yeah.
was looking for some, for some, yeah, some stuff like this. Yeah, let's say I bring people together. So that's, I don't even know that works.
Do you have any sponsors right now? Like, how much support does your team have?
No, at the moment we don't have any sponsor. We don't look for a sponsor. We look for results and
Okay.
for finally prove what we are capable of. And once that is done, then we can look for a sponsor that deserves us and that we deserve. You know.
How are you able to maintain like committing your time without sponsors though? Because it's pretty hard.
I guess it's different for every one of us. Personally, I work. Actually, I'm on an internship, so I get revenue out of it. But sure, without a sponsor, you can't really go full time, or at least not for a long period of time. You can dedicate, like, say, 1, 2 months, maybe more, but can't last forever. So I guess there is not really an answer to your question. At one point, a sponsor is needed if you want to go professional.
Let's move on to your reactions to all of the International 3 news. First of all, were you expecting to be invited directly or for a qualifier invite?
Ah, you mean invited directly to the international?
Yes. Which one were you
No,
expecting?
no, not at all. I don't think we deserve it. We deserved a direct invite, that's for sure, because we actually didn't show much this year. We showed, um, s- uh, but not even close to what the invited teams showed. So I don't think we deserve a direct invite, that's for sure. Whereas, let's say it's the opposition of last year, where I think we maybe had a good, we were legit to get a direct invite because we actually won tournaments online, offline. This year it's very different. About the qualifier invite, I think we deserved a qualifier invite, especially with the roster changes we did quite some time before the qualifier, because what people also have to understand is when you change roster, you don't change it when you do the announcement, you change it before the announcement. So if you announce it 2 weeks before, that means you changed maybe 3 weeks or even 1 month before.
Lots of teams changed their rosters. So
Mm.
is that a good thing or a bad thing for you? Because that means they need time to get used to each other, but it also means you don't know what to expect.
That is true. Actually, what I think about roster changes also is that, sure, you can develop team play and better coordination, but that takes a lot of time. It's not 1 month; it's maybe 6 months time, maybe even more. I think roster changes brings fresh blood, let's say, to a team and new in-game visions from the new additions. So I think teams get stronger when they change roster. They don't get weaker. They get weaker. Let's say a bit after the roster change, when finally they are at their full potential, and then they need to improve as a team, and that's when they maybe need time and they need to get to earn experience. So it makes the team more unpredictable, less predictable, but makes them also stronger. So
When you heard the news about Valve retracting the invite to LGD China and then giving
Mhm.
it to Tongfu, were you secretly hoping that maybe one of the teams that were invited from the West would also maybe have some difficulties because you're considered to be one of the stronger teams?
Actually, sure, that would be awesome. I mean, it's always, of course, our main hope and our main goal is to get to the international, because it's a wonderful tournament with a wonderful organization behind, and it's the most challenging, the biggest, the you can use adjectives forever for this tournament. But sure, getting a spot is good, but I also feel like proving ourselves to be to deserve our spot there is also very important. So on one hand, yes, of course, it would be good. On the other hand, I'm happy we have to qualify, and we gonna give our best to qualify, of course. I think it's very important, also for the team spirit and also for the strength you earn before going there. Because also one thing that has to be said is going there is fine, but you don't go there just for tourism, or I don't know, just to check how awesome can the United States be. You also go there to do a result and try to have a good placement over there.
I'm showing people.
I can see.
Oh yeah, you can't see it, but it's
No.
I'm showing them the prize pool, the total prize pool. Have you heard the news that it keeps on increasing?
Yes, I actually heard the news a bit late, but I it's some system with the compendium, if I'm right.
Yes.
That's it. So that's actually very good from Valve. I think it's very motivating for the players and also for the community. They have a direct way to support the professional players. That's very innovative and very smart from them,
Do you
and
think?
welcome, of course.
How do you think they should distribute the extra prize pool? Should some go to the teams in the qualifiers as well if it goes that big, or just to the 16 teams that play?
Oh, okay. I know what you mean. That's a hard question, actually. I think it should go to the 16 teams. I mean, 16 is a big number, even though the scene is growing, and but you have many LAN events where there's no 16 teams, and this one is the biggest one with the biggest prize pool, and they still managed to invite 16 teams from all over the world. So I think the prize pool can go to them. On the other hand, I'm one of those that think that the player don't get as much as they should get. It's pretty hard to say when it comes to the international, because of course the prize pool is just tremendous. But in every other LAN or tournaments, I think the revenue that's generated by the streams and the whole system the player gets the one of the smallest parts. So I think this initiative from Valve is really good. And I mean, as always from them, it's always innovative, smart, and they bring so much in order to develop the professional scene and also the whole esports scene.
I completely agree. Yep.
Mm.
So let's move on to talk about your training. I know that you are staying in your manager's home right now, right? So is it just
At Shiba's place.
yeah, Shiva's place? Is it just the three people from France, or do you have Go Black and Silent there as well?
No, unfortunately, we don't have Go Black and Silent because it's too hard to get them here for only 3, 4, 5 days of practice. And since Sox Funzi live in Paris and I moved to Paris this year, it's really easy now for us to just move to north of France where Shiba lives and just boot camp a bit before. We actually did the same for the qualifier last year. So it's becoming almost a habit now. And we won last year at this very same place. So feels home and good feelings, from last year.
How has adding Go Black and Silent into your roster changed the team? Do you feel that you're playing more aggressively as a team?
Mhm. It changed the team completely. It's like you have two different worlds that finally assemble. I don't know how to how to put it. No, seriously, because we used to play very cautious, very calculated Dota. So it was all about getting the advantage and bit by bit win the game. So it's all calculated and cautious, as I said. Whereas Go Black's playstyle and Silence, of course, but Go Black as a captain and as a in-game leader is completely different. It's the same goal, of course, it's to win the game, but it's a complete different playstyle. So we learn a lot from him. Maybe he learns from us, but at the moment he is developing his playstyle, so we're learning from him. And it's been a long time since the three of us didn't how to say learn. When you have really new addition to the team, especially on the leader spot, you learn from his in-game vision. He shares his vision with you, and you can, as a team, talk together about this vision, question it. Of course, it's important. You can disagree, you can agree, and then you just all agree and move on together as a team. And that's a very good feeling we had with Cinderan at the start, and we're having again with Go Black.
Earlier on, you sort of hinted at maybe sometimes having a language barrier. Does it sometimes become an issue, or is it not really that big of a problem?
No, Go Black speaks perfect English, and as for Silent, he understands everything he needs to understand and can say everything he needs to say. The Dota English language is not really hard. It's really no problem. And if really something is a bit trickier, then Go Black can just translate to him and translate back to us. It's fine.
Which teams have you been scrimming against lately?
We've been scrimming against many teams. Which teams we haven't been scrimming against would be the appropriate question, if I may. We we didn't scrim against EG and didn't scrim against Mouse. I think that's all. Actually, we played one game against Mouse, I think. That's all. And we scrimmed against all the qualifier teams except outside the qualifier, we scrim a bit against Liquid, but that's all. Like Liquid plus the qualifier teams, more or less, minus EG.
Are you satisfied with the results?
We are satisfied with the results. We have some ups and some downs, sure, but we're trying a lot of new stuff for us. So we expected that. We also struggle sometimes to stay really serious in practice. Practice and important games it's two different worlds, and we sometimes struggle to pass from one to the other. But we're really satisfied with our practice right now. It's let's say it's not the first time we practice like this, so it's similar to what we've done before.
Mouse Sports,
Mhm.
and unfortunately you didn't win that game. So, was it because you were trying something new, or was it for some other reason?
The two games were pretty different. The first one, we tried something new in general. It wasn't new to us, to be completely honest, because it's something we practiced in scrims. I think the first game was really close, and we had the true shot at winning it. We won this type of games lots of times before against many teams. I just think we lacked some coordination and serious, maybe, I don't know. Ended up losing it. We didn't even see it coming, to be completely honest. But and the second game was just strategical mistakes. I guess they were better than us in those games. And now the aim, if we have to meet them in the qualifier, is to be stronger than them. The D-Day, of course. But they're a very good team, and the addition of Synderen make them, I won't say stronger because it would be rude to Alex, which I think is a great player, but it makes them maybe more cautious about their play style and more focused on the strategy and the macro vision of the game.
How did it feel playing against Cinderin, your former teammate?
No, it's the exact same. We how to put it? We left each other. I mean, as a team, we disbanded in really good terms with Synderen, so we appreciate him a lot as a person and respect him a lot as a player. We know what he brings to a team. We know what are his strengths, his weaknesses. So, well, but you know, when you play, when you're in game, you don't really think about who you play against. At least we don't. We just play against a specific lineup with a specific lineup, and then we just play the game. Doesn't really matter who's behind. I mean, as long as it's a good, you have good and bad players, good and bad teams. So when it's a good team, it's a good team, no matter who plays.
I'm now looking at a whole bunch of burgers.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Shiba's burgers,
Yes. Are they
the mighty
tasty?
ones.
Does he cook for you?
They're he cooks for us. They're more than tasty. They're like the best I ever taste, actually. No, seriously, but it's it makes the practice really hard because you can't focus because you know you're gonna get a burger like this in some times, and then then you just think about what you just got and you can't practice after. I don't know. He's just ruining our practice sessions with those burgers. He needs to stop that.
Did you tell him?
Yeah, I told him just stop, man. We just can't practice. Just give us some random food you find somewhere. It's not possible to continue like this. That's why we lose games. I don't know. Like, impossible to focus.
You
We
can-
win games before we eat, and when we ate, we're like, yeah, we're done. We're no burgers anyway, so why play?
So you just ate before the match against Mouse Sports.
Exactly, that's what happened.
Aha, that's what happened.
Let's say we're gonna say that's what happened.
Okay. Now looking at a picture of I think the dining table and the living room area and the chessboard. Do you guys sometimes play chess?
Yes, I played chess when I lost at Dota
Ah,
against Shiba to cheer me up, and then I lose again against him at chess because he's really good at it. Actually, I took one game from him. It's been 2 years I'm trying, so pretty big achievement for me. If we don't qualify, at least I can say I beat Shiba at chess.
what other things do you guys do like to relax or if you've just lost a game?
Actually, we just like go outside and how to say debrief, talk about the game, let's say, and talk about what went wrong. During those 5 days, since we didn't get so much practice time, we did get like normal practice time. Those 5 days, the aim is really to play a lot and adapt a lot during the bootcamp. So we know what our strengths, our weaknesses, what we need to work on, and so we get really fully ready for the qualifier, and that's what's happening right now.
Okay. I see in one of these pictures, it's a picture of the three of you. I see a lot of Coke Zero and Red Bull. Are these the
So that's
only two
nice.
drinks you guys have?
I
Drink?
don't drink those actually, but
Oh, okay.
but they drink a lot of those. Yeah, they destroyed like I don't even know how many liters of those. Can't
Oh.
even say like 50, 60. I don't know. I don't drink.
So, what do you have then? What, just water?
We have water, we have iced tea, we have Coke, we have Red Bull, we have everything we need. It's really this place is completely awesome.
Okay,
We don't
wow.
need sponsors. Who needs sponsors?
Who needs sponsors when you have Shiba?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done looking at the photos. There's just so much stuff there. Looks like you
And
guys
it's
have.
very stressful for me because I don't know which photo he took. So,
Yeah,
like,
there's
yeah,
one of you sitting there and smiling. I was wondering if you
oh,
knew he was taking a photo or.
I don't think
But
I knew. He took photo when we're in game. You know, he's like, he just waits the right moment. And then suddenly you have a flash, and you're like, okay, he took a photo.
You're like, okay, thanks for making me die because of the flash.
That's as well. Really, he's
Uh,
really ruining this boot camp, honestly.
so let's move on and talk about your expectations with the groups and everything.
hmm
Which two teams do you think are going to come out of your Group A?
Group A is Empire, Rockskiss, and AL.
Yes.
Am I right? Okay. It's pretty hard to say. I would say that uh, from what we've seen before, Rockskiss and us are for me, on a personal point of view, the two favorites for this group. But from what we saw in practice and in scrims, I think AL got a lot stronger. They always had a huge potential. They have awesome players, but they had some mixed results lately, as of late, and I think they are in a really good shape for this qualifier. So they're really looking scary. Empire, of course, is really has a great potential. From what I've seen, they didn't show much yet. We didn't scream against them lately, so I don't really know in what shape they will be. Anyway, in this qualifier, I mean, I don't even need to say it. Every team has a chance to take it. Every team has a great potential. So a pretty difficult question. And Roxy's, of course, a very solid team. Depends on the matchups. So it's us against Empire and AL against Roxkiss. I would see AL and us move forward actually from the group A.
How does it make you feel, or does it not make any difference when you hear casters and like people who analyze games predicting that you are the strongest from the group or going to emerge from the group? Does it make you feel better, or does it not affect you at all?
It doesn't affect us at all. You know, I would answer the same I answer when I'm asked that how does it make you feel when you're looked as underdogs and that you clearly like the opponent clearly have more chances. Um, we've been in both places. I mean, it's been 1 year and a half we play competitive and like play every LAN event and stuff. We've been playing with Western Wolves, for example, where we were clearly underdogs and almost unknown to the community. At one point, we had a really good run with MTW, where we were always placed as favorites when it came to Western team scene matchups. It's always the same. It's just about us and how good or bad we are gonna play. If we play good, sure, we can be favorites. If we play bad, we're not even underdogs. We're just the future losers of the game, you know. It's all about us. So here we're seen our favorites. Well, I would say I thank people that think that for the match, but I don't think we are neither favorites or underdogs. We're just depends on how good we can play. And the aim of the bootcamp is to make sure that we're gonna play at our full potential. Our full potential is pretty decent for sure, but it's the same for all teams. So.
What about your predictions for Group B? Have you considered which two teams might come out of that group?
Group B is IC Cup, EG Mouse, and I'm missing one team, Q Panda. I don't know the matchups. I don't remember. But I think the two stronger teams from this group is IC Cup and Mouse or EG. I don't really know much about EG. That's because I didn't see them play lately, and we didn't scrim even once against them. So I'd say Mouse and IC Cup, but maybe EG is the strongest of the whole group. But I have no clue. They're great players, but I didn't see much.
Do you think their performance might actually increase quite a lot because now they have a dedicated coach since Melk has switched into that role? So do you think that will make a huge difference?
I don't. It can make a huge difference, but I think what he will bring as a coach right now, he brought it in game before because he shared his in-game vision, and so I don't think it will make a huge difference. Depend how they use them in game, but you can't really use a coach too much in game. For example, Shiba followed us in many LAN events, and the limit is Roshan's timing, so he can't really bring so much, you know, because else it's like playing with a fixed brain, which is completely unfair to the other team. So he will bring a lot, but I think they've been playing together for so long right now that he brought a lot of I don't know if you get me, but you know he did a major part of the job already, I think.
So thank you.
Also,
Oh
also,
yes,
if I can just add something, I think
sure.
for the qualifier, what will make a bit difference also is the player's experience in high pressure matches. It's always the same when it comes to such online tournament or even offline. So of course, a team like EG will not play at 100%, but 150%. They need to take that into account because they're experienced players and they're gonna be really strong. And unfortunately for some teams, sometimes it's the same the other way around. Player gets pressured because they know there is a lot at stake, and then they don't play as good as they would have without pressure. So that's something we know, and something you can even add when you build your strategy against the team.
Okay, just make sure you don't eat before you play, or
That's already planned.
or
We let
yeah,
Shiba really far away from us before we play.
or just
To make sure.
don't let him cook. Just get some other food. Yeah.
Yeah, we just order something, just something very light and easy to eat.
Okay, so I don't want to keep you. It's your birthday, and you must be pretty tired from all that training so far. So I just want to show everyone that they can go to this Facebook page over here to go support DD.Dota. It's actually facebook.com/the tough bananas. And let's show them a lot of love, guys. Get like follow them, and maybe
Thanks a lot
we'll
for that.
see what they're up to. Okay, so before you go, do you have any shout outs?
As I said, I'm pretty bad at giving shoutouts, so I'm just gonna shout out everyone. Just everyone, just love for everyone. That would make it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Special shout out to Shiba though, of course, but I think I've done it before.
If they had an award for Manager of the Year, he probably would be up for that award. Maybe they should consider having
He
a.
wouldn't be he wouldn't even be competing because it's just unfair for the others, I think. There's just no way.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your birthday.
Yeah, thank you a lot.
Okay. So, hi everyone, and thanks for watching this interview. If you have any questions for any of the upcoming interviewees, so Ninja Boogie from Neolution International or the Bloody Massacre, one of the managers of Mineski, then feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you want to ask them. And a huge thanks, obviously, to DD.Dota for the interview today and to Beyond the Summit for these awesome overlays.